when somebody walked into my shop in Naraspuram and said, don't pay bribes to the commercial tax officer, because I know if I didn't pay bribe at that day, my shop would have been closed, or they would have come and shut down my shutters, they would have found fault with something, because I was doing the wrong. I was not reflecting all my profits, or I was not reflecting all the sales. The accusation that I placed, the allegation that I placed a little while ago about us and our parents not getting bills from a jewelry shop or a textile shop, I have done it. 20 years back, 15 years, I have done it, right? So if I sold, I used to sell telephone equipments, telephone billing machines and equipment. If I sold 150 machines, I probably did not bill 50 machines, and I billed only 100 machines, and I filed sales tax only for 100 machines. So I would be afraid when that sales tax officer comes and says, if you don't bribe me, then I will put you in trouble. Because I know I have done wrong, so I am not clean. That is the first thing. If we are not clean, then we have to be afraid. If we are clean, we don't have to fear. Tamil, you speak Tamil? Madila Galarada Bhayapadu. If you have stolen a mango and you have it in your clothing, hiding in your clothing, and somebody stops, then you have to be fearful. Then there is nothing, you don't have to fear. So that is what it is. If we are on the right side of the law 100%, and it is very easy to stay like that. Ever since I have known, see, for the psychological reasons, it might sound like it is boring, it is too cumbersome, it is tiresome. This is easier to just pay 100 rupees and get it done. But try this once and get the taste of this success, you will never stop doing it. Because it makes you proud. If you stop doing it, if you tell a TTE, I am not going to pay you this money, sir. Unga parent, sir. You ask the name, he'll be afraid. They'll start shaking. And you got to ask that, you can ask that only if you know the law, only if you are knowledgeable about what is the TTE's duty. What are the duties of a TTE? What are the duties of a traffic constable? A traffic constable cannot stop you on the road and ask for your license. This is the law. You all stop your two-wheeler and immediately take out 100 rupees because you don't know this law. There has to be a sub-inspector or above officer on the spot to even demand your documents. They cannot even ask your RC book. A traffic constable cannot ask your RC book. If you knew this law, would you be afraid of a traffic constable? You can royally get out from your motorcycle and say, sir, தெரியாம தப்பு பண்ணிட்டேன், வார்ன் பண்ணி விட முடியும்னா வார்ன் பண்ணி விடுங்க, நான் இனிமேல் பண்ண மாட்டேன். Sincere, if you speak from your heart, he has to let you go. But if he is a corrupt traffic constable, you know what he will say? If you go to the court, it will be 1000 rupees. If you give me, it will be 300. கோர்ட்டுக்கு போனா 1000 ரூபாய், என்கிட்ட கொடுத்தா 300 ரூபாய் தான். என்ன எப்படி வசதி? If you say I don't have 300, immediately you say எவ்வளவு இருக்கு. So first it is blackmailing, திருட்டு, அடுத்தது it is begging, picture. கோர்ட்டுக்கு போனா 1000 ரூபாய், என்கிட்ட கொடுத்தா 300. அதுக்கு பேர் என்ன? வழிப்பறி தானே? வழிப்பறின்னா என்ன? டெக்காய்டி, கழுத்துல கத்தி வச்சு கொடுக்கறது. அது இல்லன்னு கையில எதுவுமே இல்லைன்னா எவ்வளவு இருக்கு? எவ்வளவுதான் இருக்கு? 10 ரூபாய் இருக்குன்னு சொன்ன மாட்டா 10 ரூபாய் இருக்கு. சார் 10 ரூபாய் தான் சரி கொடுத்துருக்கோம். ஏன்னா 10 rupees can buy 2 cigarettes or a tea, right? So, I'm sorry, I digress a little bit. What was it?
You have the right information.
No, we were talking about this, the policeman thing, right? So, without a sub-inspector, a policeman cannot charge you because he does not have the charge sheet book. He is not authorized to have a charge sheet book, or today they all have the keypads, right? They are not authorized to have it. Only the sub-inspector or an official above. So, the next question you can ask is, sir, sub-inspector sub-inspector and you know what he will say? Oh, rules பேசுறியா? உன் நம்பர் நோட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் நான். நீ போ, நான் நம்பர் நோட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். That's what he will say. You try this. Try this experiment. Nothing will happen. They will not slap you. They will not hit you on your chest. They will not throw your motorcycle in the van. All this, you have to do it in a courteous but firm tone. Do not get excited. Do not talk in an impolite tone. Do not talk in a loud voice. Then you are an average Indian citizen. On the other hand, stay calm. Talk about the law. Talk about section 119. Tell them, sir, Indian Motor Vehicles Act section 119 படி யூட்டர்ன் அடிக்க கூடாத இடத்துல யூட்டர்ன் அடிச்சா 100 ரூபாய் தான் சார். நீங்க எதுக்கு சார் கோர்ட்டுக்கு போனா 1000 ரூபாய் கேக்குறீங்கன்னு சொன்னீங்கன்னா he will be stumped. he won't know what to say. Because that is what the law says. If you know the law, why would you even get cheated by a traffic constable? There are two rules in the law that are on your side. A traffic constable cannot ask for your RC book or your passport or your license. Number one. Number two, if you have done an illegal U-turn, if you deliberately did it, then you say, sir, நான் அவசரமா போயிட்டு இருந்தேன், அடிக்கூடாது தெரியும், அடிச்சிட்டேன், தப்பு தான் சார், இனிமேல் தப்பு பண்ணல, நான் ஃபைன் வேணா கட்டிடுறேன் சார், ரசீது கொடுங்க. I'll pay the fine, give me the receipt. Section 119. All this information is on the website of Fifth Pillar. If it is not there, please don't say next time when I meet you, you told me that it will be there, it is not there. You can find it on Google. Because if it is on our website, we found it on Google and we put a link there. So there are information on some departments on our website. All departments are still not on our website. If any one of you have extra time over the weekends and if you are willing to volunteer to get many more departments on Fifth Pillar's website, please contact Sindhu after the session. She will be able to help you to do the next steps. She is in touch with the web administrator and the webmaster. So that is what it is for everything. The Citizens Charter says the passport should be given to a citizen in 21 days, failing which the citizen should receive in writing what is the reason that he or she cannot be given a passport in 21 days. The Indian Electricity Act of 1930 stated, this is a past old act, it stated every Indian citizen is entitled for an electricity connection within 30 days of time of applying in writing. In 2003, before 2003, some social workers, social activists, some good lawmakers, some media pressure made an amendment to the act in 2003. That amendment now says every Indian citizen is entitled for an electricity connection between 24 hours to 1 week time from the date of applying. Failing which, in the same manner, he or she should receive a letter in writing in response of why they cannot give it within 1 week and on what date or before what date they will give the connection. They have to give it in writing. Regardless of any department, there is a rule, there is a government order in the state of Tamil Nadu. I am sure it is available in many other states or all the states. There is a government order in the state of Tamil Nadu that every citizen is entitled for a reply in 3 days time for any letter that you write to a government department official. If they are not doing it, I agree with you. Yes, they are probably not doing it. But they will do it only if you demand it and if you don't give up and continually demand it. And if I don't get a reply for any of my letters, I'll make sure he either gets suspended or he gets arrested for not doing his duty. There are legal methods to do it. And you will get arrested only if you don't know the right pieces of information in that department or the law and you just become angry and react and make noise in the government office, then you will get arrested. Because they are smart, cunning in that way. There is another section in favor of them which says he prevented me from discharging my governmental duty. So make sure you don't prevent them from doing it. You are only trying to make them do their duty. So make sure if you are encountering a situation you are starting to talk to them, switch on your cell phone voice recorder or take a couple of friends with you, put a video recorder in the shirt pocket at the top and if possible video record it so that nobody can trick you and put you in a false case. We will go to the right information act now. So this is what we already discussed. And the objectives of the Right to Information Act is not to fight bribery or corruption. The primary objective of the act is to enforce, demand transparency in government activities, accountability in the way people function in government, provide information to the public. If you want to know what is the salary of your sub-inspector of police in your local police station, you can ask through the RTI. You can ask how many people are working in the B2 Gandhipur, B2 Araspuram police station. What is the name of the inspector? What is the name of the sub-inspector? What is the name of the writer? How many constables are there? You cannot ask how many guns are there, how many bullets are there. Those will be exempted under a certain section of the Act. They can exempt certain information. Even in the Indian Army, you can ask what are the names of the companies companies that bid for the tender to supply staplers for the Indian Army, uniforms for the soldiers. But you cannot ask where are you planning to station battalion so and so tonight. That information they won't get. Make sense? So every department you can ask questions about corruption, bribery, human rights violation. If you feel that you have been deprived of a job in a government department, somebody else has superseded your job, then he can find RTI information, ask for the interview report, entrance test exam report, ask for his marks, the other person's marks who got the appointment, and nobody can cheat on writing. They will only cheat verbally or on the phone or when you walk up to them and speak face to face. Nobody will cheat in writing because they know one day it will come back to bite them. So that is what is the magic of the RTI. You ask in writing, they have to provide it to you in writing.